It's a sport like no other, overflowing with pageantry and a rich tradition that is simply unparalleled.
What is going on, college football fans? Today we're continuing the series of checking out every NCAA football game that made this series awesome. And we're doing this as it leads up to the new game getting released here within the next year or so. So we're just taking a look back at the history and exploring every game. Today we're checking out NCAA Football 2002, and by far this is the biggest leap of a game that I've seen so far. Compared to 2001, this is night and day. So they did go ahead and update all the menus, gave it a way cleaner look. They also got some cool mascots dancing around there, gotta love it. So they got all your standard features with the season, a dynasty, and just expedition games. One thing they removed in 2001 was the ability to play classic games. This would include any big game that decided a national title, or legendary Orange Bowls, Fiesta Bowls, Rose Bowls, stuff like that. And I think that's something that really should be added into the next college football game. It's cool to experience some of them legendary games that sometimes you forget about. So this game on the surface would look drastically different from what 2001 looked like, which the characters, you could almost tell they were actual people now, which was a big plus, along with all the graphics and just animations, completely night and day from 2001. They would also go on to detail the stadiums a lot more than they did in 2001 in previous games, which gives it a lot better feel to playing in the game. This would also be the first time you'd hear actual announcers that we know today, hear Kurt Herbstreit and even Lee Corso in it.
He lets it go deep down the middle. Number 31 knocks it away.
The game would have kind of an arcade feel to it, but in a good way that it really holds up to this day. Being 20 plus years old, it's kind of crazy to be able to go back and play this game and actually enjoy it as opposed to the previous NCAA games I've tried out. The really old ones are just so hard to play and learn the controls, and the running is just so off. This is definitely a big step for the franchise and EA Sports. So NCAA Football 2002 would feature cover athlete from Florida State and Heisman Trophy winner Chris Weineke. This would be the first NCAA football game released on the PlayStation 2. A couple features they would remove was create a school, custom tournament, and custom league, which I don't think were that big of features in 2001. Another thing NCAA needs to bring back is the chain gang. Along the side of the field, just being able to see where your first down is instead of looking at the yellow line, it's way cooler this way, and watching them hop out of the way is another big bonus. Another thing I find kind of interesting is in 2001 and 2002, the Miami Hurricanes must not have wanted their school in the game because they show a Miami school, but the logos and all that trademark is not in the game. This game received a 9 out of 10 at IGN for game ratings, and I think that is a truly deserved rating based on college football games we were getting previously to 2002. Another really cool part to this game that you don't see in newer NCAAs is having AA schools. There's 27 AA schools in this game that are lesser known, along with 117 of the normal schools that we know today, which is more than NCAA Football 14 has in it, and I think is definitely a step that needs to be in the next game. One thing that differs between Madden and NCAA football games is being able to capture that tradition and fun around college football games. And that's just something you don't get in the Madden games, but it seems like this is the first EA game where they really started to capture that tradition and just that fun Saturday football feeling. Now this is a game I truly enjoyed getting to pick up and play, and I'd never had the opportunity until now to test it out, and I might be coming back to make maybe a little series about this game. It's actually a good enough one that holds up today, and I'm going to rate it with an 8.5 out of 10. As we work our way closer to present day, we're going to keep looking at the features that these new NCAA football games would bring over the years. But anyways guys, that's all I got for 2002. We'll see you in 2003. Thanks for watching.